Mhm. Yeah, I think as the DPC draws closer, a lot of these teams just kind of let the quality drop over the online season are going to start to find their passion again. And I think this break over the Christmas period is going to do a lot, and I think we're going to see things really shake up. Just something slightly unrelated to this game. Do you think we're going to see much shuffling going on before the DPC
It's
starts?
possible. I wouldn't be surprised. I think especially in Southeast Asia, there's gonna be some shuffles. I'm not so sure if there's a like in other regions what it's gonna look too much like.
Mm-hmm.
I know definitely in SEA there's gonna be quite a bit happening. There's a lot of really good
Yeah.
players available too. In Europe, possible maybe teams like Mud Golems, for example, who've been struggling for the past couple of weeks and such. But teams like Virtus.pro, nah. Alliance, probably not. Yeah.
No, these teams, they've been kind of grinding through this online period with the idea of, playing towards the DPC. These are the squads they've made since last, basically, since the last shuffle. And they want to see these teams play at TI before anybody shuffles or switches around, see if they've got that magic, and everyone believes they do, because otherwise they wouldn't be here.
Yeah, most definitely. It's more about building up your team, having that cohesion that matters more than just changing up a player,
Yeah.
pretty much. Because all these guys, they play a lot of Dota, and they play plenty of Dota. Ooh, and Alliance steal the Mars instead of banning it out.
Ooh,
So they
I like
do
that.
have the pick out of the phase. So they take that away from VP. That being said, this DP is going to be the mid then, and Mars is most likely going to be the off lane. I don't think I can say I've seen Limp play Mars before. There are some teams that are willing to put Mars mid, but I'm not sure Alliance is one of those. And it's going to look like an S4 Mars Limp on the Death Prophet. He'll have a little bit more XP, maybe collapse onto Sven's lane at some point with the EXO and the Siphons. VP now, they see the position 3 and the 2 now, so I wouldn't be surprised for them to just pick up the mid laner as early as now. Viper, Invoker banned out, and Queen of Pain, the 3 big heroes for GPK. This again, another bad Kunkka game. I love watching him play Kunkka, by the way. GPK, even though he buys Aghanims, it's really good with him. You go with the Phoenix. They take that away from Alliance as well. They didn't want to see Alliance get Phoenix Mars combo. Sven does not like to play against Egg.
No, he does not. No, this Phoenix is a pretty menacing hero, especially when you're comboing it up with anything like the Mars. So they'll take for themselves on VP. I mean, I quite like it with Sven as well. And any AoE stun, and I instantly like Phoenix much, much more. And they definitely have that Virtus.pro.
It looks like Alliance, are they going to take the carry again? And no, they're not. They're going to wait for the carry this pick, right? Because they don't want to let BP pick this offlaner to counter the carry here, which is very much possible. Yeah. It would be not a good idea for them. But again, Alliance have been picking like Lifestealer like the last game in this position. Lifestealer might be the one hero that is okay because it's hard to draft against or try to beat him in the lane, but BP already banned that out. So they don't really have that option of like this carry who just doesn't really care what he lanes into.
I stroked my beard in anticipation. I'm going to say Alliance are going to pick up a Mirana.
No, man, this is a very tense situation for Virtus.pro.
Because they're one game from elimination.
They've been dominating a lot, exactly, and they're one game away from elimination, right? They've been there it is, Yandai. They didn't ban it. They didn't ban it first phase. They didn't ban it second phase on VP. They thought it's a 5 Shadow Demon, and the Undying is out. Now they got their own big team fight skill, to counter up with the Egg here with the Tomb. Sven hates playing against Undying. This means possible SAPPHIRE pickup from Virtus.pro, I think.
Yeah, it's got to be.
They're gonna need something like that. Yeah, they need it, I think. They don't have many other choices.
Yeah.
Like Quap could have been nice. Yeah.
I don't think I want to see the Mirana from Virtus.pro though. A, because I can't remember them playing it, and B, I just don't really like it. It doesn't fit. Pretty sure.
Sure.
Yeah, that's not much of a flex. I think you've frozen for me, but oh, there we go. Never mind. You're going like maybe 1 frame a minute, but it's okay. I'm sure we'll get you back. There we go.
Philippines internet. Shout out to the internet in the Philippines. Happens. Bloodseeker offlane. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay. So this Bloodseeker pick is to lane against the Undying, right?
Yeah.
Because Undying steals strength. Bloodseeker agility hero wouldn't mind too much and has a lot of sustain in the lane. That being said, Bloodseeker plus Phoenix is not a very good combo. Bloodseeker likes to lane with these disable heroes that can make sure his blood right lands, like Tiny, Rubik, even Venge, for example. But Phoenix, though, and they really got caught off guard with the Undying.
Yeah, overall, this Virtus.pro draft is just lacking in stuns. Like they're really lacking. All they've got is Stormhammer, and you don't want your carry player to be the only one with that stun. So they really need something at mid. I'm thinking Zeus for Virtus.pro. Sorry, not Zeus. Storm Spirit for Virtus.pro. I think that would kind of fill in their draft. It's a little greedy, but I think that's what I want.
Yeah, I like it too. I like Storm. I like Void Spirit. One of the Spirit roles for sure. Void Spirit is probably a little bit better because it allows you to fight early on.
Yeah, true. It's less greedy.
Storm is like, it has a chance to get wrecked, possibly. They ban out the Puck on Alliance.
Yeah, true. And Void's just less counterable as well. So they ban the Puck Alliance. I'm very surprised about that, actually. I don't think Virtus.pro are going to go for that. But I guess they could have. At least seems.
Oh, they definitely could have. Yeah. Right? The coil for the Sven, then also the egg, Bloodseeker Blood Right. It's all pretty good. But VP definitely needs something that's like a little bit faster than Puck even. And that's where I think like the Spirit Bros could be good. But most likely Void Spirit is what I would love to see.
Could be an option, as I think we might have lost Theban temporarily again. The Filipino internet not doing its best at the moment, but final 40 seconds of this pick for Virtus.pro. You're coming in and out, don't worry. Okay. Yeah, so final pick for Virtus.pro, looking for that mid laner. Void Spirit's up prediction. Ember could possibly an option. Storm as well, depending on what they want to go for. I mean, it is GPK. He does love playing Storm Spirit, but that's the main thing influencing my decision. In other directions, I don't think there's much available other than that. With the amount of bans that have been on the board for Alliance, I think. Yeah, they go SAPPHIRE. Okay, all right. This was mentioned earlier on. Definitely a good option for Virtus.pro. Just takes down that tombstone, gives them something to deal with it, and also does play quite early, and then you can get that ultimate with the Agnims later on and throw in like the Bloodseeker or something.
So they were weighing their options, right? Are we going to take something to kill the tomb, or are we going to pick something that can disable and run around the map? So they actually opted for the SAPPHIRE instead. There's a hero that can do a lot of damage. Not that amazing against Shadow Demon, though. Disruption, very good against Snap. And they go with the last pick, Nico Baby, Juggernaut. Ooh, Juggernaut into Guardian Angel. It's okay. Bloodseeker, I mean, Undying Juggernaut also not going to have the biggest kill threat, but still a very strong combo. Every time I see Nico Baby play Jug, he just has like the freest game.
He does. Yeah. And honestly, it's not that. Like, so usually we're pretty worried about this this Omni Knight into Juggernaut thing, but you've got yourself Hanskin playing this Shadow Demon. If he wants to, he can go. I mean, he'll definitely go Aether. He could go Blink. But he's gonna be there to purge off that GA and make sure that Nico Baby can land these ultimates when they need them to. So yeah, I actually really like this Jug pick. I think it's very nice. Gives you some kill potential on that egg and a lot of counters here as well. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the Jug pick. Is it enough to bring the favor into Alliance's side? I'm not sure. I think this is the most even draft we've had so far. Look at the laning phase. I think it looks pretty good for Alliance again, but Alliance have been pretty solid in their lanes so far. It's about the fights. It's about the team fights. And when it comes down to that, I'm struggling to call this one, honestly. I think I'm going to be slightly Virtus.pro leaning. Slightly.
All right, I'll take Alliance. Why not?
You will? All right.
Let's go. I like the heals. I like that they made VP, they cornered VP into a draft where they don't have a whole lot of disables.
Yeah,
And VP is
true.
a team that likes to play with a lot of disables. They like to make the game simple for them. It's like stun hero, kill hero. That's just their style. But in this game, Bloodseeker Phoenix offlane, and their best stun is like a Sven once again. Unless GPK goes completely ham in this laning stage, there's going to be a lot of disable problems for VP.
There are indeed. Yeah, I got to agree with that. I can see the issues, but at the same time, it's Omni Sven, guys. Come on, it's Omni Sven. As long as they don't get too caught out by the Shadow Demon, then
it bled last game.
Yeah,
they took it out one time. They don't have the Timber though this game. That's true. And S4 is a little bit more vulnerable on a hero like Mars.
Yeah,
but I still believe in the S5 head.
Okay, all right, let's see who will come out ahead here in game at number 2 as we start things off with a pause, just getting some things sorted out, some internets plugged in, some cables rejigged as we get started. It is an elimination match. It comes down to one final game between these two teams, Alliance versus Virtus.pro, who is going to take the victory and move on in this tournament in the lower bracket, and who is going to lose and have to stay home. Everyone's staying home. It's COVID, but go home. We can't say that because it's not a land, so that's all we're left with, unfortunately. CIS Phoenix was very good in game number 1 as well. It doesn't quite have the same freedom this time, I don't think. Last time they had so much AoE with the Sven and with the Queen of Pain, just protecting the egg. I mean, maybe they do with the SAPPHIRE, but I kind of feel like the Jug can just run in and start smashing it, and they've got the arena to try and give them the space they need to destroy this egg if it gets too aggressively poked. So I don't think Saves is as free to drop these supernovas down as he wants, as he was in game number 1.
No, he really isn't. There isn't a whole lot of protection from him. He's going to need DM to be very farmed and tank up a lot so he can run in and create a lot of chaos for him. Mm-hmm. Same with Epileptic Kid. It's bottom Mars versus Shadow Demon lane. Sven should have a pretty good time here. He's not going to be too afraid of dying, I want to say, because the Omni isn't really going to leave him at any point in time. But S4, he might be in trouble when Hansken goes for that 4-minute power room bottom, as we saw in game number 1. VP doing that thing where they just go really aggressive when the enemy support leaves the lane.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see how these lanes seem to go. I'm certainly interested to see which way it will fall, because Alliance have been pretty dominant in the laning phases in the series so far. Virtus.pro, they've got... I still don't think they've got strong lanes. They just don't seem to care. They're just like, you know what? Screw the lanes. We'll just come back by fighting. That is their plan. It's the young versus the old as well. VP, there's so much young talent on this squad. Almost every single player is relatively unknown for the past kind of year or 2 years, and has recently kind of come in and has just started beating everyone. It's been very exciting to watch. A couple of players which we have watched grow over this year-long period as well. Ilias has been around for a while. He was with Na'Vi. GPK, of course, started Gambit and then moved up from there. What do I think?
Do you think this VP has potential to be better than that VP that won multiple majors?
Oh, that's a really hard thing to say, because there's something special about that VP, but there's something special about this VP. I think, yeah, they've got the potential, for sure.
I think so too. I think this team has so much potential. As long as they're not like a one-patch wonder, next patch we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But if this team, because that VP was like strong in almost every patch, right? They just didn't perform as well as people expected them to at TI.
Yeah, so that was their major downfall. Hopefully this VP doesn't suffer from the same curse as the old ones, as FNG starts its lane by bullying the Phoenix. So the Phoenix going to turn around with some hits, and Nick will fight up. Meanwhile, down lane, we got a disruption coming out as S4 setting up the God's Rebuke onto Ilias, just getting as much damage as they can onto this Omni, even going in some body blocks with the illusions as well to get a little bit of extra value, a couple of extra hits in onto this Omni.
Hey, he also gets a Basilius every time he disrupts the Omni Knight. A little bit of mana regen too. Feels good, man.
Certainly does. Certainly does. So yeah, side lanes we're saying kind of slightly Alliance favored in probably both of the lanes, which is always worrying, but maybe they can do something as DM. Getting very low here to Nico Baby. That spin along with the decays is quite scary. And Nico Baby nearly takes him down. Gotta be cautious. Meanwhile, bottom, S4 also getting chased away by Ilias. Epileptic Kid. Yeah, that's the thing. Epileptic Kid will always be able to fall back to the jungle. It doesn't really matter how the Sven's lane goes. He's always able to come back to the jungle.
Yeah, there's a little bit of zoning going on in the top lane. Bloodseeker got very low after the soul rip, and now he's been staying away from the creep wave for some time. He's only got 3 last hits for the time being. Nico Baby looking to get that boots and then just try to spin onto the Bloodseeker again once Jug is level 3.
GPK
this is a very
some pretty heavy hits from Limp at mid. Has to get back under the tower and pop himself a couple of tangos to stay alive as Limp and him continue trading quite violently. Meanwhile, bottom, Ilias taking some hits, but Epileptic Kid actually turning it around to S4 and giving him a decent amount of harassment. With that Heavenly Grace, they don't really want to turn around and hit the Omni Knight once he's got that bonus strength on top of him and their health regen and all that good stuff.
So far, lanes are looking pretty decent for Alliance. I thought mid lane could be a bit hard for Death Prophet, but Limp is playing so aggressively. Up here, GPK is struggling to just find last hits even. 8 to 14, and the wave is coming back up onto Limp's hill.
Yeah, Limp's having a great time in this middle lane, dominating as a Death Prophet. That's the thing about SAPPHIRE is that she can't play from that far away. Her right-click range is very, very small, for, at least for a ranged hero, and Limp is just going to continuously take advantage of that with the Spirit Siphons, with the harassment, but yeah, this is a problem for Maurice Nord, apparently. They just want to keep on chasing him away, keep on controlling him up. They've got the creep wave coming in, don't need to overextend for any kills, just keep the harassment going onto him, and force him to use his spells.
Yeah, he's got boots now, pops the mango, ready for that next Blade Fury. He just needs FNG to maybe get 2 decays out onto the Bloodseeker first. And DM is like very safe, playing extremely safe in this lane. He's only got 9 last hits because of how far back he's needed to be.
Yeah, he's not having a good lane to start off with here. Yeah, and FNG's also able to take himself a few creeps as well. 2.
Dropping the tomb and then getting the pull off. Yeah, FNG is doing a spectacular job up in this top lane, just playing for the XP first. Again, this lane only gets harder for Bloodseeker.
Certainly not going to get easier anytime soon. He's going to have to come up with another way to play in this early game if he wants to have much game impact here. I mean, I imagine it's just going to be a case of they'll try and play with the lanes and get him to farm under his tower and then maybe start rotating in some other lanes or even jungling with the Blood Right. It's possible. It doesn't feel good to do so, but it's possible. Or maybe his team put pressure elsewhere and just try and draw away the support and get FNG out of the lane and then put it into a 1v1. But even then, I still think the Jug is fine by himself.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, this is just a product of having a Phoenix support with the Bloodseeker. These blood rights, you know, can't be guaranteed onto these heroes. So Alliance can constantly make better trades because of it.
Yeah.
Look at mid, man. Oh my goodness. Limp. 33 to 19. GPK is just jungling.
He's laying the smackdown on this guy. And this is GPK. Yeah. This guy doesn't lose lanes very often.
Limp, he steals his rune.
Salt in the wound. GPK is left high and dry as he tries to come in.
Absolute dominance
CS
from Alliance.
Does able to secure that range creep at the very least for himself, but still GPK by no means happy. He's going to have to walk back to base to get that mana back, to get that bottle refilled. Maybe he's going to try and lane, but to be honest, I think he's probably just sitting in the jungle. Meanwhile, S4 is being real peppered in this bottom lane by Virtus.pro. They are not happy with this Mars' existence, and they keep on getting his health fall down real low, so he's going to have to limp back to base. It's actually the poorest of all the cores in the game right now. Being very much bullied.
He's not a Timbersaw this game. Against the Omni Sven, so there's a lot of harass damage that's quite annoying for him, but that's okay. His top and mid lane are doing so well. FNG coming in for the rune. GPK, he does have the kisses ready.
Yeah, might be tempted to drop a tombstone here. Double damage is found. Save, he's going to pick it up and probably looking to finish off FNG here. I wouldn't be surprised. In comes that soul rip and a jump forward from Save, but Handskin's ready. Drops down the disruption. They've got the ultimate from Limp here as well, but actually GPK is going to throw in the Mortimer's Kisses. Can he track Limp though? Doesn't look like he can. The DP's a little bit too squittily for him to bring him down. Meanwhile, Ilias comes in from the side, looking to help out with this one. They can't find the tombstone though. And that means that there's not much they can do about it. It's a little bit too far back with this.
Oh, DM
catapult.
also TPing.
Oh, man.
Damn. Yeah, they want to protect this mid lane bad. It's a lot of rotations coming out from VP, and I think Online should be quite happy with that. Just a little bit of chip damage, force the glyph away, free farm for the Juggernaut top. They get the Omni out of bottom. That leaves S4 to get some space too.
Yeah, he's got creeps under his tower as well, so he's been pretty happy to get himself a couple of small creeps, get himself back into the game a bit. Still a long way
DM
off
though. DM's very fast. 455, 60 MS. You know, there's a lot of battling happen on the map, so it just walks right back top. Nico Baby not yet level 6. Gonna get pressured up a little bit by these two. Where's his items on Nico Baby? Ah, he's got a Morbid Mask. Okay, he's going for that straight Mask of Madness first before the face boots. So when he pops that Omni Slash, he's gonna have crazy amount of DPS. Definitely the best build on Jug.
We predicting Mask of Madness into Midas, like we've seen certain heroes do?
No.
Or are we going for a different way?
Juggernaut is not Face's Void. He doesn't need Midas. That's for sure.
You say that, but you know, if there was a game to do it, a game with a Phoenix in it, doesn't seem too bad with the attack speed, but no, I'm sure he won't.
He wouldn't. He's got a broom handle so far, looking for that Iron Talon if possible. I guess the big play right now we're looking for is Limp with his next Exo. Is he gonna make another play onto mid, or is he gonna go bottom? The game is starting to slow down right now as the heroes are getting to like level 5, level 6 areas, and both teams kind of just respecting the power levels of each other.
Yeah, there is a lot of respect in this game. Everybody's kind of just tiptoeing around each other.
No first blood.
No first blood, no. Last game it was wait until we had an ultimate, I think in the bottom lane, until we saw first blood, and I believe that was a Mars, I want to say, so...
No, it was S4 on his Timber. Killed the Sven,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it was a Chakram onto the Omni Knight, and here we go down to the bottom lane. They're going onto the Mars. S4, he is absolutely going to get his mushroom sauteed down here by GPK with the rotation in, with the Model's Kiss, and the God Strength from the Sven. Goodbye, little Mars. Made the rotation.
Yeah, and GPK.
Very nice.
He also gets the first blood. That he really needed that because he was falling very far behind the DP, almost 1,000 gold.
Oh yeah.
And look what he's queued up this game. Is this the Thompson build? Is it?
It's looking like
gonna be that first item, E-Blade? Gold Scepter, first item queued up. I mean, it's pretty good against Juggernaut.
It is.
That's for sure.
It really is. And should protect you from the exorcisms for a while as well, right? When you use it on yourself.
Yeah, but the Siphon is just going to be wrecking you, and the Trip Swarm as well. So you typically don't see the Ghost Scepter come out against DP.
Yeah, it is really quiet laning phase. Like DM's just chilling top, laning into the Juggernaut, hasn't ruptured him or anything. They're just kind of trading creeps, which honestly, Bloodseeker's doing really well. He's actually above the Juggernaut in net worth now, so DM has come back in this lane massively.
Ever since Undying left top and DM walked back top, he's been having a pretty good time. And bottom lane, they're gonna pop the Exo there. It's gonna be the first tower being taken. And the second tower top for Virtus.pro, as they brought a lot of heroes up here, committing to this.
Yep. Just making that mirror movement, trading the bottom tower for the top tower. We see it all the time. And it's, well, no one really cares, to be honest. The carry just means the carry's probably going to move to the opposite lanes. I'll do the old switcheroo, and life will go on as normal.
Yep, Sven having a much better game this time around, not having to lane into the Timber. Level 8.5, top of the net worth, even more than this Death Prophet, who was just giving GPK the beating.
Yeah, everyone's doing it. Evened out.
Yeah. He's doing it, by the way. He's going for that E-Blade on GPK.
Nice.
I know you guys are watching Nico Baby farm this beautiful stack, but just wanted to mention that Thompson E-Blade Snapfire build is being seen right now.
Yep. And now they look in towards the middle tier 1 tower. Fortification immediately comes out from Alliance. S4, FNG, they are here. But now the Rupture comes down onto S4. He's trying to run himself away. Unfortunately, FNG, well, the Cookie actually sends Sven down to the low ground, making it a little bit longer. FNG's actually going to be able to heal himself up, drop the Flesh Golem, and now maybe turn things around. Sven controlled up inside that arena, taking a decent amount of damage as the Mortals kids come through, but won't do a whole lot of work. And now the ultimate thrown down onto Sven. That Demonic Purge on top of him, but Supernova is response from Virtus.pro, forcing Alliance back again as FNG's just burning up, but is going to be kept alive by the healing ward, just about. So very interesting engagement here at mid. No one actually falling. Still just 1 kill in this game, despite having a team fight. Nobody died.
Just dropping all the ults just to help each other, keep each other alive. I mean, Nico Baby still does have his Omni Slash. He can maybe drop onto Ilias if he wants to, but there's a Guardian Angel already available. There are some Omni Knights that don't skill up the ulti right away, but Ilias, he knows how valuable this is against Omni.
Oh, he does.
Omni Slash. Omni valuable against Omni, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate this. This happened before, right?
It happened.
This happened before.
Yeah. It just means we've got to say the full thing.
Yep. Omni Knight and Omni Slash.
Well, I think everyone's kind of just content as a cucumber to sit around and farm this game. No one really wants to make any plays. VP tried to push in for the middle tower. You trade a couple of ultimates, and they're just like, we'll call it even, and just went back to farming. And Alliance are like, yeah, sure, agreed. They don't want to make any moves either. They've got this Juggernaut, which they feel is farming up pretty damn nicely. He's heading in towards this Battle Fury to try and farm up even quicker. Meanwhile, Sven, he is going in towards the Echo Saber and getting some Ancient stacks for himself as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
S4 really that core that's just struggling at the moment to try some farm. He's also just in the hardest lane at the moment, waiting for creeps to come into him. He's quite far again away from this Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have any options to run around and use his arena. Well, he sees DM, but he doesn't really have backup quite yet.
Yeah, doesn't really want to be finding any engagements until he has that Blink Dagger and Virtus.pro. They want to push him down even further. They're moving heroes over, but S4, his game sense is sharp.
Smoke.
And he TPs back into the smoke for his team. So escape into a smoke to look for some revenge, or maybe look forward to kill at mid. GPK would be a great
Could be a big kill here.
Yep.
And the tower take right after. They want to pop the Exo here.
And Skin gets the disruption. A Cookie comes in to hold back Limp. Is it going to make a difference? I don't think so. Arena comes down. The damage is through, and they will get him down. The Sunray is just a little bit too late. And now they've got the Supernova to try and save the Sven. It's a pretty nice job, but they have to deal with this Tombstone first, and they are struggling to do that. The Sunray across is going to deal a little bit of damage to the Mars as they force Alliance back, but not nearly enough. And now they can come back in and look to take this tower. Virtus.pro, I think, have kind of lost his fight. And now the Omnisash comes through, jumps himself back around all over the place, and will be able to finish off save. FNG will get the kill. Fortification used to get that split shot on the tower, but the middle tier 1 surely will fall here, though I say that. The Sven's coming back in. DM's here as well, throwing down the blood rights, but it doesn't matter. Alliance have taken it. They get the tier 1 first, and that is a big step forward for them. But will Virtus.pro want to make a similar play when they are all back alive again?
I don't think they can. They don't have the Gaussian available.
No God
One more
Strength,
minute
no
left.
Supernova.
Yeah, and no easy just initiation form right now. Actually, Bloodseeker does have the Atos. Maybe they can use that to try and do something, but they need to take this mid tower back right now. Or Alliance, when that Exo's back up, they're just gonna invade your triangle and never leave if they have the option. So you can see BP just grouping up around the mid, but it's nighttime. Gonna have to go pick up the bounty runes first.
They do indeed. Have to move around, get them little stashes of gold as VP mount their attack. Yeah, they do really want to force this, huh? They've got a catapult. Warcry to come in, start dealing some damage to the tower. There is no fortification available from the Radiant, and immediately just unleashing onto the FNG. But yeah, he managed to get out of the Tombstone. That means Virtus.pro can't really fight into this. Like, they have no way to jump in and destroy that Tombstone, so they will just have to back themselves off. It's a big problem that GPK can't actually come in and kill off this Tombstone most of the time.
Oh, they're there for a very long time under this tier 1 tower. Exo's up in 20 seconds. Ooh, they're gonna drop the ulti for this.
All right. Alliance, they're finally gonna say, hey, you know what, guys? You can take it. You've earned it. You've done a good job. And now, well, the Nautilus Kisses with the Supernova is gonna finish Handskin, but it's only Handskin. This is a pretty good trade, all things considered, for Alliance. As now, Virtus.pro, they won't have their God Strength, they won't have their Supernova, they won't have their Nautilus Kisses, like a ton of ultimates on cooldown for them. Alliance pretty much have free reign of the map now for the next kind of minute.
Yeah, they got that level 2 Omni Slash up. DP about to hit level 12 as well. For her level 2 EXO, they could just go Roshan actually. 70 seconds not on the Sven's ultimate.
That's gotta be tempting. Still only 4 kills in this game.
Scanning.
That's a very slow game right now. Both teams, you know, they just want the items. They just want to get their timings. They don't want to mess up one bit. This is an elimination game.
Yeah. 1 kill every 4 minutes is what we're saying on currently. And Nico
doesn't feel like Dota, does it?
Fury. It doesn't. He's nearly there though. He just needs to finish off this ancient camp, and he is going to have that Battle Fury completed. There it is. 17 minutes, and he's got himself a Mask of Madness and a Battle Fury and Phase Boots. Feeling pretty good on the Juggernaut. Not spectacular, but pretty damn good.
He will be able to keep up with the Sven. The problem for Nico Baby this game is definitely just the Guardian Angel, right? Yeah. Oh, top. Got one.
Oh dear, yeah, they go fishing and they catch themselves a DM fish who gets taken down very, very quickly inside that arena, and that'll be that. Tower probably to follow.
And the tower too.
Yeah.
That's a level 2 EXO. So VP, you know what that means? Enemies down a big key spell. Let's try to do something ourselves.
The shoe is now on the other foot, and they're going to try and go into Nico Baby. The cookie, it was a nice idea, but it doesn't quite land, and that means the Juggernaut's going to be able to spit himself to safety.
Yeah, I'm not sure even if that cookie did land, they would have been able to do something with it. They have no stuns, really. Like, the Sven stun has a projectile speed, and by then, Juggernaut would have just been able to Blade Fury. Just kick him out of the lane, at least, right? That's what they were able to accomplish.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, Virtus.pro, what is their idea of a play? Do they want to try and position themselves for Roshan? Do they want to try and take this final tier 1 tower at bottom? Or do they want to invade the enemy jungle, get some vision down, and start setting themselves up for a more aggressive mid-game?
They might just want to wait for the BKB first. Oh no, they smoked under a ward. And they're about, what, 800, 700 gold away from this BKB too? Ooh, if this goes bad for them because of this ward. Oh, they ruptured the illusion.
Yeah, that illusion was well within smoke range as well, but, you know, DM a little bit premature, just, you know, really wanted to rupture that profit. Know how he feels.
That feels bad. That smoke, absolutely doing nothing. Epileptic Kid just goes back and farms up. That was definitely not a call from Epileptic Kid. Every time he calls for a smoke, it's when he's got like a complete item.
Yeah.
So somebody maybe getting a little bit premature with that play. Ilias does have another smoke ready though.
That he does, ready to go again, but this time they're going to be fighting ultimates into ultimates because this Death Prophet does have Herexism back, they have Arena, they have everything on Alliance, so I'm not even sure if they want to try and go for this, but I guess with this BKB on the horizon for Epileptic Kid, it's probably a good time for them to try and make some action happen.
I think I'm starting to remember there was a time where Juggernaut fought against Omni Knight, and I think it was also Nico Baby who did it, and he had like a nullifier that time. It worked out pretty well that game, if I recall correctly.
I think it did too. Yeah. I think they won that game. We're impressed by it. I seem to remember that much.
Oh yeah, it was against Mud Golems. They were playing Omni Sven as well.
Yeah.
And they actually picked the Juggernaut into the Omni Knight. There's a lot of people who always doubt, like, why would you pick Jug into Omni? But, you know, Alliance are pretty confident with it. Here's the Roshan. Nico Baby still bottom, though. He's not coming back yet to defend this Rosh play. He wants this tier 2 tower.
And let's not forget, they've also got the Shadow Demon Demonic Purge. They don't even necessarily need the Nullifiers. They go for this Roshan. The arena's going to come down. S4 trying to make something happen here, but unfortunately you can't stop them taking Roche. Now the Aegis goes into the hands of Epileptic Kid Alliance. They're still going in for this. They really want to try and squeeze this lemon, but the Sven's going to just finish that TP, get himself away. DM might not be so lucky as S4 tries to run him down. Nico Baby running forwards with the spin spear, just about connects onto DM, and Nico Baby should be able to bring him down, although he's invisible. He's got the glimmer. He's running one way. Are they going to predict this? DM turns around, throws down the Atos to hold back the DP. He's running to the trees, turns around again with the Blood Right, trying to get himself out. The Crit Swarm won't quite reach, neither will the Poison. Got another magic cloak here as he runs himself away. Glimmer Cape down to the south. Does he actually get out of vision? They still see him though. DM, he has to try and get himself away with the TP. They don't predict it with the spear because the spear's not available, and he will get himself away. The great escape from DM.
Dude, VP literally just got away with murder, right? They got the Aegis. They had to pop BKB. They had to do everything to just get the Sven out of there. The one hero that Alliance might have been able to kill also survives, and they bought so much time while Epileptic Kid was able to push his bottom lane all the way to a tier 1 tower, and now he has God Strength again. That's how much time DM just lost. Yeah, and Alliance don't have EXO anymore, so the next minute gonna be a bit rough.
What a messy Roche though, like what a messy Roche. It took them such a long time to make the decision to actually go into that pit, and then they were just getting rained on by the spit of Mortimer, and that stuff burns.
Definitely, but Alliance, you know, I think they should be just happy with splitting up the map right now. I don't think Nico Baby really feels comfortable joining up in the team fights quite yet. He wants to play that split push game. He knows he's pretty invincible because there's no way to stop this spin TP. And BP constantly gonna have to go back and defend.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There's Epileptic Kid. He's going for the Basher. He knows he needs this. Like, oh wait, what? Gosh, it? That was a misclick. Oh boy,
Whoops.
they're gonna see this too. They're gonna ping that out.
Yep, they are. Epileptic Kid, he's just like, I don't even need this spell. So yeah, game's gonna slow down even more now, folks. You thought because we had a Aegis, we were gonna be going for it, but nope.
They can't. They really can't fight without the God Strength.
What's its overlap?
It's kind of.
It's so he's got 80 seconds until it's back, and he's got 2 minutes 20 left on the Aegis. So yeah, basically, he's gonna have about 90 seconds to make a play with this Aegis now. That's not ideal.
S4, they're looking for a fight right now. Even though there's an Aegis up, like they know without the God Strength, they can't battle, right? So smoke up from Alliance, very good call from them. S4, I'm not sure they want to go on the Bloodseeker. He's definitely the tankiest hero on the side of VP, apart from the Sven. He's got a Plate Mail, a Glimmer Cape, plenty of magic resistance.
Quite. And don't forget that 6 armor talent, by the way.
Yeah, holy smokes, 50... Wait, is that right? 52 magic resist on the Bloodseeker? I think it's just bugged probably for me. Oh yeah, he has another shot.
That as well. Yeah, he's got another shot. Yeah. Good luck killing DM. This is one tanky little dude.
With the Warcry, he's sitting on 44 armor.
Jesus,
that's a lot.
Good luck, 72% physical resist.
You don't want to jump the Bloodseeker, that's for sure.
You do not. That would be considered a bad move in all popular.
Check out. Smoke around.
They're gonna go in. This time it's gonna be the Undying first. He's gonna just straight up pop the Tombstone, and they want to turn around and destroy this one on VP. So they're gonna throw out a couple of spells whilst GPK gets to work, destroy the Tombstone, does so. S4 trying to play around that Tombstone. Meanwhile, Supernova incredibly brave and gets killed off pretty instantly. Meanwhile, Limp has to put the BKB to stop himself getting killed off by the Mother's Kisses. Epileptic Kid comes forwards, looking for the Juggernaut. Nico Baby can't quite get the dodge onto that stun. Now he has to play around. Handskin, he gets found. Now the Omnislash comes through onto the Sven. Can he do enough damage to actually bring down his first life? He can, but now Nico Baby's in some trouble. He's done stuff for a little bit longer, getting back to his team, regrouping on Alliance, but they are 2 men down. They can't take this engagement. They're going to take the Aegis, and they're going to leave.
That's also a double buyback from VP, though. That's a 2 for 2, and 2 buybacks from VP. So huge win from Alliance. Sven did have an Aegis. He had to pop the Omni there. I'm not sure if he had to, but he did. It was like 30 seconds left on that Aegis, so he's going to be happy about that at least for Epileptic Kid. Omni going to be on cooldown for some time. Also the EXO. I don't think BP is done. They want to keep going right now while Alliance don't have these 2 big key team fight spells.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Hammering down now on the middle tier 2 tower. GPK blasting away with the little shredder. Spell feels a
Mars.
bit nice.
No, S4, he's so dead.
Man, this is not the neighborhood you want to be hanging around in. Didn't your mama never tell you? Bye-bye. Hanskin throws in the disruption, you know, makes his suffering last a little longer. Thank you, Hanskin, but that is most definitely a dead Mars.
S4 only had 1 death and now he just died like back-to-back instantly. Feels bad, man. He TP'd into a vision, like a ward, right?
Yeah.
Alliance didn't have any vision on the bottom side either.
I'll take that as tribute.
So maybe he should have been a bit more careful with where he was going when he revived. It's okay. He has another 40-second timeout to think about his decisions. What he wants to do next.
Sit there and think about his mistakes. Think about what he's done, as we all used to be done as a child. 2 minutes until Roshan could spawn. That is when the timer is going to start, and that is when we shall know the next objective for both these teams. But Virtus.pro, they're feeling strong. Even though there's no real gold advantage here, they just feel like Athletic Kid's a king.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He's not, though. Jug is just as fun as him. They are neck and neck at this point, and Nika Baby's heading his way rather alarmingly quickly towards an Skadi. And it's interesting comparing the 2 items, because Nika Baby's clearly going in for these bigger items, and when he hits his Skadi, I think he's going to feel much stronger than the Sven. Sven, meanwhile, he's going for the more budget items. Vanguard, which he's obviously going to turn into Abyssal very shortly. Echo Saber, Mask of Madness, you know, Nika Baby has one as well, but BKB's not exactly a huge item either. It's all about the little build-ups for Athletic Kid to try and make him feel stronger earlier on, whilst Juggernaut's just trying to maximize his farming potential and get these big items online.
But Nika Baby is not going to be able to feel comfortable split pushing into the high ground as well anymore because of the Abyssal Blade that Athletic Kid picked up.
True.
So if he shows up, now you have a way to be able to cancel that Blade Fury TP from Nico. He's got that Skadi complete. It is really nice in slowing heroes down, so he can stay on top of them. There's a lot of healing coming out from Virtus.pro as well. The Phoenix, the Omni Knight. Interesting. Look at this play right here. Oh, Nico, I think he gets spotted out on the creeps though, possibly. Smoke up.
Dire's bottom tower
Oh, they're coming
is
in.
under attack.
Virtus.pro.
This is a tense situation.
It is.
This is it. It's a big fight.
10 kills
They're
only
going the other
in
way,
a
though.
nearly 30-minute game. It looks like they might actually just ignore each other. Let's see, GPK might be the target they want to jump on. Jump in Arena's going to come down. They're going to try and target GPK, but the Abyssal Blade comes out from the Sven, immediately turning it around onto the Mask. He's dead instead, but they need to get themselves out. Now the Ethereal Blade comes out onto himself, but they immediately turn around and try and deal with the egg, but Athletic Kid, he's doing so much damage, they will kill the egg, but it's a high cost. Nico Baby, he needs to turn around and use the Omni Slash, will do exactly that, but he's doing no damage due to the GA. Meanwhile, they'll just about keep the Death Bomb alive for a little bit longer. Yules as well, they're keeping her alive, but unfortunately the Jug is down. Maybe they can kill the Snapfire as Sven falls as well to the damage of Flip. I can't believe they kept the Death Prophet alive, but they did, and they will take the fight because of it. 2 heroes remaining on Alliance, 1 hero left on the side of Virtus.pro. A scrappy, brutal engagement. Alliance narrowly coming out on top, but really, I mean, it's quite a hollow victory. You lose your Juggernaut, you lose your Mars, but nevertheless, Limp is a happy, ghosty lady.
Oh, he's gonna have Shivas now. That's gonna make him even tankier. But man, Handskin, that disruption was on point onto the
so
Death
close.
Prophet, and then the Yules come out. Yo, that Exo did so much damage in the fight. The Guardian Angel kept the Sven alive just long enough to bring the Jug down. But once that's down, you don't really have anything against this massive physical teamfight damage from Alliance.
Nope.
And I should also say, like, they committed a lot into killing that egg. That egg placement was so good because it allowed the Sven to just hit and do so much clear damage on the Jug and the Undying. And that's how they were able to even bring down FNG. If he was alive, the heals from him would have been extremely annoying as well.
My goodness, what a team fight from these 2 teams. Really locking horns, and the clutch plays. I mean, Hanskin has to be a standout performer. Once again, the Shadow Demon proving to be the most value pick for Alliance in this series. Turning the team fight around with that disruption onto the DP whilst her exorcism was still going on, and then she can turn around, get off the Spirit Siphon, heals herself up and survive that one. And now she's rocking up with the Shiva's Guard. She's playing with the big boys almost. 1.4k net worth, just about to hit 1.5.
5.
Very scary stuff, but Roshan is being taken by Epileptic Kid. They need to do something about this. They can't let him get away with this for free. They must know what's going on, but at the same time, do they? FNG's got a tombstone. He's not testing anything right now. Pings out from FNG. He's suspicious.
Fast.
Yeah, they need to do this now. FNG, he's going to move across, uses the decay, sees it's going on, but it's just too late. They've taken down the Roshan already, and he's going to be able to take both the Aegis and the Cheese. I can't believe Alliance let it happen again, but they're going to try and make a play from this. Disruption comes out onto the Sven, but now he jumps forward. Abyssal Blade forward onto Nico, baby, along with the Supernova as well. Is there anything he can do against it? The spin away, but he gets bashed up and taken down by Epileptic Kid. They will kill off Nico, baby. They will be able to get the Supernova in response, but with this Rupture out onto the DP, she's in some trouble, and there's that Disruption Bolt coming through and taking down Limp from the air. Wow. A very cool spell, aren't you? Meanwhile, oh dear, S4, I think he's could be okay. He's got a Blink Dagger in 3 seconds, a full stack of 1, turns around with a God's Rebuke, and will be able to get himself back to the high ground, but still Virtus.pro taking that fine. I mean, I have to ask, like, what was with the hesitation? Why didn't Alliance go into that pit any sooner?
Well, they didn't know it was up already, and Shard even wasn't nearby either. They had no intention of taking that engagement while the Omni Slash was still on cooldown, or even checking it. They weren't expecting DP to just go in like that. But as soon as they came out, they're like, oh guys, they have to use Gaussian for this fight. Let's take the engagement, even if they have Aegis. But Sven still had about 7 seconds or so left on that Gaussian. Use that time to just commit onto the Juggernaut. Big plays from Epileptic Kid to not like try to run away while it was running out, but try to kill the Jug instead. That last bash though, oh man, that was painful for Nico, baby. He was 100% out of there with that Blade Fury if he did not get hit.
I know. That one's really got to hurt. They'd already used a Rupture onto the DP as well, so it wasn't even like they had that one available to throw as he was running out. Ugh, man.
And they get a Rax.
Yeah, but S4 comes in, manages to catch the Bloodseeker out in Arena, but as we've seen before, this guy is absolutely yoked. Like, he is not going down easily. They're going to throw down the Demonic Purge, everything being dropped onto this Bloodseeker. He throws a Lotus Orb onto himself, but surely they can bring him down, and they will be able to do so eventually. DM's going to fight back, though. They want to make this into something, as they have to deal with the Tombstone first. Abyssal Blade across, though, on top of the Death Prophet. Death Prophet getting pretty low. The Omni Slash coming through as well, so Epileptic Kid is actually the one who's going to die, but that's only the Aegis, but it's also his God Strength. Supernova gets turned around upon, and they blow that one up. Alliance look like they might be taking this engagement. Azilius is going to fall as well. Now they're just trying to run themselves away. The spear moves Epileptic Kid over the cliffs, helping him out a little bit, but Hanskin comes across, uses the disruption. That means he can get on top of him. Limp actually down to the low ground, won't get jumped on by Epileptic Kid. He's running them around in circles, but this Sven is most certainly going to fall here. As a right-click connect, they bring down the Sven, they take this fight, and they get a buyback out of DM as well. So Alliance take a big slap back, but now they need to come running down mid and try and force out some of these buybacks or take a barrack off their own.
Oh, that Guardian Angel came out way too late. You cannot let your Sven die with this Gaussian, even if he does have that Aegis up. Alliance taking such a nice fight. I cannot believe. I thought Ezreal was a madman to go in onto that Bloodseeker, but that worked out. And DM was trying to sacrifice himself, but his team still got caught out.
They just kind of, I don't know what the shot calling there was, but they were obviously trying to look for a weakness. They thought they'd found it, and they just overcommit. And now S4 throws down a zoning arena. Very nice.
That's a Rax back.
Yep.
It's gonna be an even game again, Nomad. And guess what happens when BP's alive? They're gonna run back at them.
Oh, they're gonna run down mid. Okay. This tug of war in the middle lane continues as Lions take the barracks back, evening the score. I mean, there's still a ranged barracks alive for VP, so there's that. There's a DD here, though. Nico, baby. Ooh, he's going to be tempted. He's going to be licking his lips and thinking, guys, is there anything we can do with this? How crazy are we feeling?
He doesn't have Gauss Strength yet. I'm sorry, Omni Slasher. So he's going to wait for that. They do have the bottled up the DD, though. Next fight is going to be pretty crazy. You know why? Shadow Demon has an Aghanim's. He's going to use that onto the Sven. And we're going to see what this Omni Slash is going to be able to do.
Yeah. He can chain them up, or he can just dump them all simultaneously for the burst damage. Honestly, a legitimate strategy. There's a lot Hanskin can do with this Aghanim. It's a really good pickup from him. And the range he can cast it from as well. Like, that is like a screen away he can do it, because he's got the telescope and the Aether lens. And the cast range talent.
That is a lot of range.
And he's got a Blink Dagger, by the way, so just in case you're worried, he's not going to get it off. Hanskin always gets it off.
What if you had that kind of range in real life? You know, Aether lens, telescope. You can be sitting at your computer, you know, using your
Just reach my
arm to
unbranded
like
energy
reach
drinks.
into your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the dream, really. But yeah,
Right now.
Top tower
that
is under attack.
dispel is going to be absolutely key, and also just slowing down the Sven. Like the guy does not have an axe. He is not quick. The only thing he's got is the Abyssal Blade to get on top of people. So
Yeah,
once
we've
that's
been
down,
seeing
his control's going to be very strong.
we've been seeing more of these Sven players not going for Aghanims. They just feel like these other items are just providing more for them.
No axe, but Reddit said it's OP.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about meta, right? It's constantly changing.
Just because
Meta
pro
builds.
players know how to play into it as well doesn't mean it's not strong. Is another factor. Anyways,
True.
8k gold advantage for Alliance. They have now got those ultimates up. The double damage is still available for the Juggernaut, and I imagine Alliance, they want to do something with this. What shall it be?
Yeah,
Well,
VP,
VP walking straight into them.
they are actually going to smoke up again. Their initial smoke didn't work out because Alliance just instantly backed off, right? They know they need all their skills up to be able to fight. Now VP going to do it again. This is like a 50-50 engagement into a DD Juggernaut.
Could be huge. This could be huge. Virtus.pro, if they can
can smoke
find
up
the
too.
right engagement, this could still be good for them, but it's a big ask. It's a big ask.
Did-
Virtus.pro and
did they
Sojo
see the
take this
DD?
once it's high ground. Maybe. Maybe.
They purged him.
Oh,
They're going
Sven,
in.
they get the demonic purge out onto him immediately. He has to go in. He has no other choice. The supernova's thrown down on top of them as well. Athletic trying to get his damage off. They focus down the Sven instead of the egg. Oh no! And now they're actually going to lose Nico, Baby, and FNG and Hanskin simultaneously. Oh dear, there's just too much damage for Alpha's team. But Limb, he's still trying to make some plays here. I'm not sure he's going to be able to though, as he's being cut out pretty badly as GPK finishes off S4 around the side. And, well, that's going to be fight over, folks. They will lose Ilias right at the end as Hanskin drops him. A very, very weird fight there. As I mean, I think some of them went for the egg. Some of them went for Epileptic Kid. They couldn't make up their mind. But how did the Sven survive that?
Oh, the Shadow Demon Purge, it already ran out, right?
Yeah.
Snapfire decided to jump into the backlines going for Hanskin, so he couldn't throw the purges on anymore. So Nico Baby really hesitated in dropping that Omni Slash onto him. Because if the Guardian Angel comes out and if the Omni goes on cooldown, that's like the worst case scenario for Alliance. So he doesn't use it, he pops a spin, and that just made it such an awkward engagement for Alliance already. That being said, Limp's Death Prophet is still an absolute beast right now. Even though the Jug died, wasn't really able to get anything off, this Exo is just doing an insane amount of damage at the moment and managed to hold off VP, and Juggernaut is back alive. It's like that fight really didn't accomplish anything for either sides, essentially.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But one thing to say
Dire's top
is
tower has fallen.
Abyssal apparently has a better cast range than Omni Slash. Yeah, because he actually popped the Abyssal before Nico Baby could get his Omni off. And that's how that fight even started off. Epileptic Kid, he's really quick with these plays right now.
Yeah, I think with Telescope it gets close, but no, Abyssal Blade definitely the longest spell. Man, these fights, every single one has been so nail-bitingly close. Like that one, instance from losing both the Sven and the Egg. Instead, both survive. Alliance kind of lack the focus, and because the Jug is spinning, he can't really finish off the Sven, so it gets very awkward. And now we're back to, well, an even game, which we've been saying a lot, because it's true. It's very, very close. Roshan will be respawning in 10 seconds, and that is what everybody's eyes will be upon.
This one is huge, though, because it has Refresher or Aghanims. Both amazing for Alliance, because DP wants a second Exo. VP also want a second God Strength.
Alliance
What's they got?
Aghanims.
Aghanims.
Yeah.
Ooh, Sven.
Both carries
he would
want it
love
real
it.
bad.
Yep.
That's what Jug.
Yep. Both carries Juggernaut, exactly.
Radiant's courier
Get that quick slash. Whew. This is getting tense. This is it. This is the big fight right here.
Hold me.
Radiant are scanning.
Satanic on Sven now.
I love Epileptic Kid. Like everyone else is just
statuses.
like, oh, don't go into Roche Pit. We gotta feel it out first. And Epileptic Kid just pops Walker and just kind of comes charging in like, yeah, Roshan. Like, no, Epileptic Kid. Wait, we need to do this tactically. Oh, okay, sorry guys.
Ooh, guess what GPK is? Level 25?
Oh no.
That's big.
Oh no.
Daedalus.
He did so much damage in the last fight with this already, with level 20, and now
Yeah.
he's level 25.
Yeah.
This is gonna be berserk.
I mean, GPK has had such a bad, like
look at
a
those
bad
agents.
early game.
Those freaking agents,
We kind of
they're
forgot
dead.
about him, didn't we?
We did.
And now look
we
at him.
did. That's
Does he not
brutal.
have any better items than like this? Oh, they really don't, huh?
What's up?
On BP, I was thinking maybe he has Spell Prism or something like that. Oh, Alliance get the Spell Prism, of course. That's profit. Spell Prism, big item.
Whoops. VP just holding back. Both teams really holding back here. Who's going to make the first move? Who's going to make the first play? Do Alliance go for it? Do Virtus.pro go for it? Who wants to commit to the fights? Well, my question's been answered for me as Virtus.pro. They want to go for it. And they may well just find it. S4, he's a little bit separated from his team right now. This could be extremely costly if they find him. A blink away, just in time. Is it enough to keep him alive? He's sitting behind this tree. He's disguising himself very well. They pop the tombstone. They need to go for this now, but
Oh, they popped the
Virtus.pro,
Exo.
they dare back away. Alliance, they can't let them escape. They need to jump somebody here. And Skin, he's ready with the blink in and with the ultimate. The Rupture comes down onto S4 to try and control him up, and now Sven pops the God's Strength and all hell breaks loose. S4's going to be the first target here as the Sven tries to get on top of him. Will be able to take it down. The only touch coming through onto GPK, and they lose him on towards Epileptic as well. Nigga Baby tries to cut through him. They try to cop the GM onto him, but immediately purged off by him. But it doesn't matter. They've got so much damage. The crit comes through, but the disruption as well to save Nico Baby's life, but he's running out of spells. He needs to get himself away from this, but he's just surrounded by heroes. Tries to fight up into CM. Meanwhile, the Sven just trying to deal with that. Like, can they do deal with Epileptic Kid, actually? Limp and S4 just turn around and tear the Sven apart. And they don't lose anyone on Alliance except for S4 and Undying, who
They got
both
the
buy
rush.
back into the engagement. And now they can run into this Roche pit, and there's no way Virtus.pro will be able to contest this one. Oh, and just in case they wanted
And
it,
a
by the way,
DD.
a nice double
Oh.
damage. Gaben says, nice fight, guys. Here you go.
I'm so surprised that VP decided to take that fight. Epileptic Kid, he was sitting behind the trees, hoping to just gosh it and go in, even though Death Prophet already popped that Exo.
Man,
It looked like they
GPK
could have just got out.
GPK
Yeah,
was
GPK,
so
he
out
tried-
of position though. He tried to I think he tried to like cookie up the high ground and just kind of drop everyone with his little shredder. Which, in fairness, we've
Yeah.
seen happen before. Like that spells hella dope.
Yeah.
But
And he got omnied.
Yeah. and
So-
his Omni wasn't there to save him. So
He
got out
saw
omnied.
Hanskin and he took the opportunity to just try and burst Hanskin, right? But he couldn't in the end. And that's what happened. Because as long as Hanskin's alive with this Aghanim's Purge, the Sven can't really move around in the fights.
Nope. He's stuck. Now they start to take away in the second lane of Barracks. Bottom lane could be considered. Atos will slow him down. Yeah, that'll show him. Oh no, another Exo. Limp is ready. He's got that Spell Prism. One of his kisses coming on over the top, trying to force them away. Get off our high ground, god damn it. They are not listening. Alliance don't care. All of his kisses run out, and they are straight back up here. Tombstone even being dropped as well. An obnoxious Tombstone right in front of the tower, daring Virtus.pro to come and kill it. Nico will spin. Sven's coming back, teeping into the middle of everybody. What is the play here, guys? Well, the disarm comes down onto Sven, stopping him from really doing anything, but the Supernova's also out from him as GPK jumps in and dumps a hell of a lot of damage into the side of Alliance. I'm not sure they can fight into this one as Yule's going to save the DP from the initial engagement. Now the arena comes down. They've got GPK. He's trapped inside the arena, and the Juggernaut will slice him up. No more Grandma. And now they look for more. Ilia's trying to get himself away. Epileptic Kid as well, knowing that he needs to fight. He's got a BKB. I think he has to throw it out here. Looking to bring down... Oh, that's a big crit. Bye-bye, FNG. And they only look on towards Nico Baby. He, of course, has his Aegis, not the ideal target, but if they can kill him, they might as well. But now he gets off the Omni Slash, or a Quick Slash, sorry, as he jumps back behind them. Ilias in some trouble, but the crit saves him, but the Crypt Swarm kills him anyway. Now, can they hold this high ground? That is a question. 3 heroes alive on Virtus.pro, 3 heroes alive on Alliance. They give the cheese over towards Nico Baby. Lincoln's as well popped onto him as well, just to give him every single ounce of protection they possibly can. And it looks like they are going to be able to finish off this Barracks, leaving Virtus.pro with a base in tatters and mega creeps on the doorstep.
Oh, that is so rough for VP now. This is not what you want to be fighting up against. The Megas Alliance can just control this. They can wait as long as the next Aegis if they want to. Farm out the map. But they want to keep going while Snap is dead. They still have the Omni Slash. But there's a buyback though on SNAPPHIRE. They could possibly take a
finally
4v5 or 4v3 fight. Without Goshen, they're a bit
Alliance are
hesitant.
this. I really don't think they are. They're trying to poke, see
Are
if
you
anyone
sure?
can get caught
They're
out.
chilling.
They are chilling. Oh, Lib's got another
They got the
exorcism?
Ecto.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, they're going for it, but Sapphire back in 15 seconds. They're poking, they're prodding, they're doing everything except committing. Both teams playing do-si-do. Tickle fight, pillow fight.
Supernova in 3 seconds.
Yeah, no,
And
they're
Phoenix
gone,
is
they're
level
gone.
20, so you got that Sunray during the Supernova. That's the one that was doing so much damage to the Juggernaut, by the way, in the last fight. So that's something, at least, for VP right now. And they can definitely hold off these Megas for now. Alliance, they're going to want to secure this game. So I really do expect them to just wait for that Roshan to be back up. I know it's going to be a long time, but
Whoa.
when you're in a situation like this, you're not going to want to rush things.
They've seen the double damage. I mean, Nico Babies, he's got to be tempted, but at the same time. Yeah, no, they're playing against Megas. Yeah, just take it slow. Take it slow. The thing is, they can't really leave their base. But, oh, big but. There's a Rapier. The first Rapier from Virtus.pro.
Oh,
it is indeed.
that's gigantic. The reason why he's not been able to kill this Juggernaut up until now is because of that Butterfly. He did not go for MKB, so now this Rapier, he drops it. He doesn't want to show it.
Yeah, smart.
Yep. They can get a surprise kill onto Jug. Yeah, I know it's a rough situation for VP. They don't got any buildings, but they do have the damage to be able to fight back into Alliance, and Alliance know that. That's why you see them just controlling up high grounds. They want VP to come out of the base first.
Yeah, and Granny wants a Rapier as well. They want to have the double Rapiers.
Big too. Snapfire, low 3x low shredder.
I mean, that's the thing.
It is painful.
If you don't go now, then you're going to be fighting into 2 Rapiers, which is actually sounding very difficult. The Abyssal Blade comes down onto the Juggernaut straight off the bat, but he does manage to get out the spin, but there's so much damage coming out from the spin, they just crit him down. Bye-bye, Nico, baby. Good night, baby. As the Supernova comes down, some Anonymous Kisses, tickling S4, doing a bit more than tickling S4, murdering S4 seems more active, but there we go. We have the disruption coming through, but Sage just jumps on his face, says what's up, but Lim is completely untouched on the side of this fight. The GA is going to come through as the Sven trying to look for a target, but he's broken up, taken down. Not much he can do here as he's being controlled up so well, bouncing around all over the place, and he's finding a target, but he's just getting absolutely mauled by everything, and he will fall. Rapier on the deck, and they will be taken up by S4, who's now looking to slam it into the face of GPK, getting around the back, spear across to the side, GPK being thrown around all over the place. Management comes out from Handskin as well, and S4 will be waiting on the other side with a Rapier God's Rebuke to finish the job. Buyback from GPK, but the base is in tatters as Nico Baby takes down DM. DM buying back into this one. Nico Baby going for the tier 4s now. It's a 4 versus 4, but the carry is not there on the side of Virtus.pro, and the support is not there from the side of Alliance. The scales are clearly balanced in Alliance's favor. GPK trying to do what she can, but unfortunately, there's just not enough available in the tank as she'll throw her body in, just say, please stop attacking our Ancient, but Alliance, they don't care. They're going to keep on going for it, and they will take down the Ancient and knock Virtus.pro out of the tournament. What a performance. What a turnaround for Alliance here as they find their feet at last.
What a crazy fight. Like, Juggernaut dies right away because of that Rapier from the Sven. He did not expect that one bit. I thought they were just going to play it safe, but, you know, he went out, he died, he got surprised himself, but Virtus.pro chased him out into the vision of Alliance, into that tombstone, which was probably a pretty big mistake. There was no more Lil Shredder to get rid of that. And this Death Prophet, she does a lot of damage still. And with the help of the creeps too, providing so much vision, they were able to take that fight on Alliance. And then Nico Baby's like, yo, hold on, I can just buy back. My team already won this fight. Let's just get out there, end this game right now. And they do that. I am just so dumbfounded right now. Like, if you asked me this morning, okay, who will win this series? I would have told you VP, hands down. But Alliance proving so many people wrong by winning this series. And now they're going to be playing up against Nigma. That's going to be a hype game now. Like, Alliance, they must feel so good at the moment. They've played phenomenally in game number 2 and game number 3 now. I think they're in the zone.
They've certainly figured something out. I mean, to beat Virtus.pro, you have to figure something out, and they've certainly done that. The previous tournament winners get taken down and eliminated from the tournament by Alliance, the team which completely bombed out of the same event. So this must feel like a huge win for them as they get themselves in gear and start playing some real hot Dota. Just before we throw to a break, who's your MVP of game number 3?